Hi guys, it's Jay from Encode Digital. Today I will be showing you to how to make this professional looking, it's very simple logo in Adobe Illustrator. So let's dive into it. So I'm gonna go to File, I'm gonna select New, and then go to Web, and I'm gonna use 1280 by 1024 pixels and say Great. Very first thing I'm gonna do is I usually say show grid. That helps me to see where I'm plotting various things. So let's first of all, so because we gonna make this big pen and the bridge, so the way it is, you can see any picture. So basically, yeah, we have this square shape and then going above, and that's the projections I'm gonna use. So if we select our rectangular tool, okay, so I'm gonna make a square. So I'll start from the center. So I will say I'm gonna use these 3 by 3 squares, which will give me, so roughly, so I think I can change it. So 2 by 16 by 2 by 16. Okay, and I'm gonna make a transparent fill, and the stroke black is gonna go with black, and then I'm gonna increase the stroke to 8 points. Okay, perfect. So now, okay, so I'm gonna move it a little bit here so that it is between the boxes and I can see where it is. Brilliant. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the inner one. So what I can do is that because we have done 216 by 216, actually I can do a little bit smaller, 180 by 180, and I'm gonna reduce the stroke for it to 4 points. So let's see, so I'm gonna put in the middle. It's in the middle, but we can do one later on as well, just to make sure everything is middle. I will do that. Let me draw the clock now. So for that one, go to right click here, then you can select the Ellipse tool. So when I select the Ellipse tool, then I just click anywhere. So I'm gonna give, so this, our scale was 180 pixels, so I'm gonna, this will be less than that, so let's go with 160 by 160. So that will give us the circle. And same thing, I'm gonna put this one in right in the center, but I'm gonna increase this stroke to 6 points. Now I just want to make sure everything is in the center. It is, but let's align to the selection. That's fine. I'm gonna click horizontal line and vertical line. Yes, no, they are already in center. So now I'm gonna make our clock hands. So select the line tool and then hold the shift key so that you can draw it straight line. So this is our hand, so that would be less. And what I'm gonna do is it goes straight means complete. I want to have the round ends, so for that goes to Windows, and then you go to the stroke, which is, I'm using Windows, so it is Control F10. So next time I'm gonna use the Control F10. It's gonna be a little bit handy. So once your line segment is selected, select the round cap. So you have selected the round cap, then as you can see, I will show you. Yeah, it's rounded on the corners. So let's make our minute hand same way. So I'm gonna go from here. I'm holding the shift key so that we get a nice 45-degree angles, and I'm gonna make to here, and it's gonna select perfect. So that's our big pen's clock. Now we're gonna make like this thing, so it goes up and like that. So for that one, let's make another rectangle, but what I'm gonna do is that it will be less than this size. So we had this 216, So I'm gonna make first of all 180 and half of 216, so it's basically half of this part. So half of 216 is 108, so I'm gonna have that height. So, and I'm gonna have this one 8 point as well. So I'm gonna place this on top of this one, but I'm gonna over it so that our thickness is not more than 8 points. It is over, so I need to drag this one. So because it's the line segment, it is the 4 points above. But if sometimes you struggle to fit it, then you can select that one and you can go to the transpose and you can change the X and Y setting. For example, let's say if I do 6, it's gonna push it down as you can, and so that's how you can make sure that it is nice to fit. So we need to fit here. Now before I proceed, I want to make sure it is in the center of this. To me it looks like in center, but yeah, I'm gonna check it. So I'm gonna select the lower rectangle, I'm gonna select the up rectangle by shift key. I hold the shift key and selected the both. Now I'm going to align, and I'm gonna align to the key object. Align to key object is where you align specific object based on the other object, and as you can see, this one is highlighted as a thicker blue. It means it has selected this as a key object. But if I try to do that, it's gonna align this box align to this as a key object, which I don't want to do. I want to align actually this box to this one. So what you have to do is just click on the other box. So I'm gonna click on this one. You guys can see this one is now highlighted. So now this box will be aligned to whatever the position this is. So now I can go to and click center. So now it is centered. Okay, perfect. So now this is centered. What I'm gonna do is now, so I'm gonna make the like this, but before that, because as you guys can see, it has only 4 anchor points. So I want to add an anchor point here so that then I can make the slants. So I'm gonna go to right click on where you have the pen tool. You're gonna get add anchor point tool. So I'm gonna select that, and I'm gonna go roughly okay, let's do halfway. So I'm gonna do halfway. Just click over here. So it's gonna add the anchor point, and it's gonna add the anchor point here. By the way, this pink line, which is guides, help me. So if you want, just make sure you have the snap to pixel and the smart guides on, so that will help you. So now I'm gonna select the direct selection tool, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this one and bring this one to here, and then I'm gonna select this one and bring this one to here. So that gives us this shape. Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna make the above this thing. So it is a similar thing. It's gonna go up to here, go straight, and then we're gonna have this thing. So I'm gonna make another rectangle. So let's make another rectangle. I'm gonna make up to here actually. So like this, and that it is 8 strokes. So I'm just checking everything all right. Yeah. So and so I'm gonna go same thing. I'm gonna do. Before I can do anchor so that I can reduce it, slanted, I need to do the add the anchor point. So I'm gonna add the anchor point. This time not halfway. I'm gonna do around 75%. I'm gonna click over here and click over here, and then I'm gonna select the direct selection tool, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 up to here, maybe 2, 2. Yeah. Okay. And then I clicked over there first, and then I'm gonna do 1. just checking how many, so that helps me to understand whether I have done right or not. So it was over here, so 1 cell and half. So yeah, it was here 1 cell and half. So see, this one is a bit far, so I'm gonna bring it back here now. Perfect. So now this, yeah, right now we're gonna have this tower as a triangle. So let's go and select, right click that one and select Polygon tool. Now with Polygon tool I can just click anywhere and I can give the size. So I'm gonna make triangles, I'm gonna make the size at 3, and yeah, and I'm gonna reduce actually for this one to 6 points because it's getting thinner. So it's gonna see, I have to readjust the stroke because when I haven't fixed that one, so it's gonna see. I need to push it a bit, so I'll make 5. What I can do is make sure this one is in center for this one, align to key object. Again, I'm going to click this one as a key object, and then I'm going to align. It is aligned. Perfect. Okay, so that makes our tower. Now I'm gonna make some of these things so it looks like a big pen. So I'm gonna grab a line segment 2 and I'm gonna press shift so that it's straight line, and then I'm gonna say 8 points. Okay, I'm gonna, as this is selected, I'm gonna Control C, Control V, copy and paste, and a couple of time more I'm gonna do. So let me select this one and one more time. Okay, now I will select all 4 of them and I'm gonna do align to selection. It is selected. I'm gonna do horizontal selection. Perfect. And I'm gonna make sure the spacing between them is equal. So select that. So that is fine. They're a little bit big, so I'm gonna group them. So for group, I'm gonna press Control G. I'm on Windows. I think on Mac is Command G. Sure. So I'm gonna reduce this one. It hasn't selected the last one. So select this one. I think I have to ungroup, so I can do ungroup. So I'm gonna select. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do Control G, or you can right click and do group, and then I'm gonna actually I think there is one more over here. Let me, yeah, okay, I think when I copy pasted there was one more over there. Okay, that's fine. So we've done this one, and now I just want to make sure now, because I feel there is less space this side, more space this side. I think I need to make it center. So again, same thing, I'm going to select this as a group, I'm going to select this, I'm going to align to key object, I'm going to select this as a key object, and then I'm going to align as a, move that one. So align to the key object, and make this as a key object. Yeah. Okay. So this is center. Now I'm gonna make the same things over there. So I'm gonna do line, but I'm gonna do 3 because of less space. I'm gonna increase this one to 6, so less space over there. And again, same thing. I'm gonna copy paste. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. now I'm gonna again select all of them, align, selection, and then I'm gonna move them perfect, and I'm gonna make sure they are evenly distributed, and I'm gonna group them, and I'm gonna make sure they are in the center of this one. So align to key object, and I'm gonna select this one as a key object, and then I'm gonna make it perfect. Okay, so this one now perfect. Now I'm gonna move this one above. I'm gonna group this one together so that I don't mess with the game. Gonna move later on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the these ones as lines. So I'm gonna select the line tool again. I'm gonna do from here. Okay, I'm gonna make this one 3 points. Copy this one. I'm gonna have the 5 lines, so I'm gonna make this one on this side. Don't worry about the position. We're gonna make them align. So I'm gonna control V again, one in the center, and then there will be 2, which will be this small one. I'm gonna make this small. Okay. So first of all, let's align. Select all of them by holding the shift key, and then I'm going to align to selection, fine, and I'm gonna do horizontal line over. Yeah, that's fine because okay. I need to first do that, and then I have to and then perfect. I think I'm gonna leave the space. It looks nice actually. I'm gonna reduce it, but I'm not gonna join it, which is good. So they all align. Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bridge. So in order to make a bridge, what I want to do is I want the bridge should finish somewhere around here, so it goes from here to here, and then it covers this one. So I'm gonna make a circle for that. So we have the ellipse tool, and let's see how big it would be. So I'm gonna draw, hold the shift key, and gonna hold the shift key, and I'm gonna try to join this one. See, if I do this, then this will finish here, because I'm gonna put another circle here, so that goes up to here and then here, which would look nice. So okay, I need to center this one so that it is over here. So yeah, okay, so this is centered. Perfect. And this stroke is 8. So I'm gonna select the circle, and I'm gonna copy paste again. I'm gonna actually 3 circles, so that and one more, and this one, this side. Okay, I'm gonna select these 3 circles, and I'm gonna align them. Yeah, okay, so they got aligned. I just want to reach. Yeah, perfect. So actually I can do a little bit. Yes, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna cut this section over here, because we don't need this part of the circle, and from here and here, so that we can have the bridge like this coming from here to here to here. So I'm gonna use the Scissor tool, so it is over there. If it is not here, if you have eraser tool, then just right click and then there is a Scissor tool. So with Scissor tool, what I'm gonna do is at the center, I'm just gonna click once, and then for the gonna click over here because I want to delete that one, and going over here, this one, and this point. Okay, perfect. So now we haven't done for the center circle, so I need to a little bit move this one. So let me do for the other ones first. So I'm gonna delete this part. I'm going to delete this part. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna select the Scissor tool, click here, and click here. Now I'm going to select both one. I'm going to delete this. Perfect. Okay. Now what we're going to have is that in order to make a bridge, I'm going to have a line over here which runs through. So I'm going to select again line tool. I'm going to press the shift key so that I hold the line, and I'm going to go up to here, and it is the 8 points. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get above, and I'm going to extend these 3 lines so that they are joined over here. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to make it's like the bridge lines under these ones, and let me go to here and here. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna grab from here and run down a few here, and go from here to here. Same thing over this side. As it is symmetrical, I can just copy paste each ones and go over. Perfect. Now I'm gonna link with one more line over here, and gonna run through from here to here. And one. So now I want to bridge this one so that it looks like a bridge. So I'm gonna again gonna select this line, gonna take a scissor, and I'm gonna click at this point, at this point, and at this point. I just click. Now I'm gonna click the selection tool. I can select this one, press delete, and press this one, press delete on the keyboard. So that how it gives me. So brilliant. Brilliant. I will add one more line over here. So I'm gonna go from here to here again, holding the shift key, and I'm gonna go from here again the shift. Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna shift it a little bit. So actually I can now group them together. I don't need to change anything. I'm gonna group them, and I'm gonna make it so line to upload, and I'm gonna make more above so that we can write over here. So I'm gonna take the text tool, and I'm gonna write travels. Increase the size. I'm gonna use railway. This font is available on the Google fonts, so you can have a look. So I'm gonna make it bold, and then I'll make it center in a second. So I'm going just thinking to increase the size more, so I can have this one, and then I'm gonna right click it and create it outline, and then I can ungroup them. They both group together, so now it will be in each of them. So I'm gonna select this one and I'm gonna make it white, but not sure right now. I'm gonna add a background over here. So brilliant. Now I'm gonna create rectangle 2. I'm gonna run down from end to end, and I'm going to add color. So if you do like this, I'm not going to give you the option to give you the hex code. So press the shift key and press this button. Now it's going to give you the code. The code I'm using is 66CCA5. Now I'm gonna right click it, arrange, send to back. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to make a couple of lines over here and here. Actually it helps in covering this little bit white space, and also if your business name starts with T or something like that. For example, we are doing London travels, so it looks like a T over here. So I will show you what I mean. So I'm going to draw a line, so it will be stroke and again 8 points, and I'm going to round this way. So I'm gonna press shift key and draw up to here, and then I'm going to draw one more smaller one coming from here, again hold my shift key to here, and going to, so again I'm gonna round them. So I'm gonna press Ctrl F10 to get the strokes window, and I'm gonna change the cap to rounded one, and for this one as well. Okay, actually I'm gonna make this one to 10 so that above one looks more nicer. And I'm gonna do the same on this side. So I'm gonna select both of them, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, paste, and I'm going to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to go to align, and I'm gonna align these ones to no this side. Actually I selected the align. It was selected align, but I'm going to align to selection, and I'm going to do this one. Okay. Let's see. I will have a little bit here. And little bit all the way. Yeah, this perfect. So yeah, that guys, that's all done, and it looks perfect. So what I'm going to do is that in this logo series I'm going to do lots of logo designs in various sectors, for example construction or any business, restaurants, it could be anything. So if you guys have any suggestion, or you want me to do any particular sector, drop me a comment under this video, and I will try my best. But I'm going to do lots of video. So if you want to, if you like this video, if you like this logo, then you can subscribe to my channel, and then you will be able to see all latest updates. It's totally up to you guys. I think we are done here. It's been a little bit long. I was planning to do a little bit less than 10 minutes, but not half an hour. I will try to do a little bit, but I want to explain everything as well. Don't want to rush into. So thanks everyone for your time, and see you guys in the next video. Cheers.